Hi guys, welcome to the channel. I'm going to be taking on Fatima, and honestly, this is like the 5th time. This is one time too many I've tried to beat her, so I'm getting a little bit aggravated now. I just spent like 20 minutes then trying to have a game with her. I've just a little break, gone away. I'm coming back now, and I don't want to, it's French defense, we're reinforcing in the center here. I don't want to spend too much time out the opening, because you just need some energy ready for the end game. Now, this is like one of the only moves of theory I know in the French defense that doesn't make any sense, but I know it's a move. It's bang. And that allows us, if we develop the knight here, right, it interposes the queen's defense of this central pawn. So I think that's why you put the knight that side. And then, do we take with the knight here, or do we reinforce in the center? Probably pawn, I think. If knight takes, we're happy. But if they don't take, then this pawn might look a bit funny. But then we can play this move, and actually we can decide to trade. So I think either way is probably fine. Okay, so if we trade, they advance their bishop, but then we get this. Also, what about that? They play here, we take. This looks very interesting for us. Just stockpiling on pressure here. So bang. Bang, bang. Just trading down a lot of material. But there's the problem with this square, isn't there? So at the end, if here, they'd have like check. So maybe we just get castled. If here, that is a bit of an issue, isn't it? So if we take this way, or this, going after that bishop, and if takes. And if knight takes, we take here. Then we... Wait, this is complicated. This is complicated, guys. One sec. What if just bishop here defending? That simplifies things, right? Bring another piece to the party. Just reinforces. Stops this threat on this square here. I think this is fine for us. Oh, they nab a pawn. Okay. Yeah. So now here. Or bring the rook opposite the queen. But then takes, damage the structure. This, if here, we've got nothing. Whereas this, if here, we've still got nothing. If this, here, we get an isolated pawn, they come in with check, it's bad for us. This also looks bad for us. I don't know, let's try castle. They're going to damage our structure. We get an open file, we can, don't know, hit the queen. Isn't this free? But then they take here. Double hitting the queen. Okay, but now we get this check, which looks interesting. Also, kick the queen. They have to go back here to prevent this. And then we take here. What if that? Hit the queen. And if takes, then we get this. And it also allows us to get our rook involved a little bit quicker. So we're down a pawn, but we've got a bit of an initiative here against this black queen. Yeah, so they have to go there to defend this square, right? But now we get like this check. And then if here, take... Oh, check, winning the rook. Are we winning, guys? Are we winning? Check, they take, we win the rook. Spicy indeed. And just this, threatening this, but then they take, we take. Check, not doing anything there. So I think we try win the rook, right? If this, does that threaten anything? Actually, we don't even need to give up the knight. Can't we just win the rook for free? So if here, maybe they go like this, saying if we win the rook, they're going to take our knight. But if here, maybe we get like, I don't know, some attack. I mean, knight for queen is still good. If this, It just seems silly. Why do that? Or even this. Because then they'd have to go here to hit the knight, or here. And then we might get this move. But then their knight takes. I don't know. I think this looks okay, hitting the rook. Oh, but they block, yeah. But then here? How are they going to castle? That's what I want to know. And also just this, hit the queen. And then aren't we just getting like our knight in somehow? I'd love to just bring another piece to the party like this. Let's hit the queen. Maybe they go here, hit the knight. But then we can develop the queen and defend the knight at the same time. This looks really nice for us, guys. Okay, so they'd love a queen trade. Yeah, I can see that. So we're not. We got a check. We've not actually got any checks, have we? So if takes, we get check winning this pawn. And then they've got all isolated pawns. We've got a safe king. But I just feel like we're winning. If here takes, we don't get anything, do we? If this, queen just hangs. This not working. Do we have much? I'm trying to see another option. This looks to line up here. Also pressure in this. Threatening like... I don't know. I just think actually the queen trade is probably fine. It might be letting them off the hook slightly, guys. But also... It's like even that. Like they've got to go here. Check. You know, like this looks good. They could also defend it with the king there. It actually looks annoying. So maybe we throw in this check. As intended, just win this pawn. Is this an idea? Because if here, then we get check. We open the rook, we bring another rook. We're even on material, but this would just give them all isolated pawns, which is lovely, and we'd be able to pawn storm with these guys. Admittedly, these are bad. If he also just getting the rook in looks brutal, because even if they push this pawn in the future, we're still winning this pawn because they need to move the knight. If here they defend the knight, do we get anything? I guess we get this pawn. They move the knight, our knight is hit, but maybe our knight can jump around. Or is our knight just better here? If here... Or we bring this rook and then we're threatening to like pivot here and here. But then this knight develops. We don't want this knight to come out. So I'm between these two moves basically. We've got an advantage, guys, definitely. I just want to push it. I just want to push this advantage. We go here, they go here. This looks more clamping to me. I'm going to try that. So if we take, they reconnect some of their pawns. Maybe we take here. What are they threatening? Not much. So let's just take the pawn, maybe. So this is hanging, but our knight is hanging. So if they capture, do we get anything? We get this. Take. And if they take me here, we fork the rooks. We fork the rooks, guys! I've gone mental. I've gone fully mental. We just fork the rooks. Wait. Or we just... Wait. Take. If they take here, we take the rook. And if they take here, we just fork the rooks. King can't take. Oh my lord. Oh my lord, guys. They're defending this square. So now this to try and hold on to the knight. Come on. Come on, this is our chance. This is where we destroy Fatima, guys. This is where we twist the knife. I'm not even going to, like, try and gradually grind this out. I just want to win it. I just want to play forcing moves and just end it with Fatima. Because like she says in her little speech, she's a master at the end game. I don't want to entertain the idea of going into an end game with Linda, with Fatima. So if this here we take, this threatens to just trade, which I love. And if we trade off this piece, we're getting this fork, right? So this seems really nice. Apologies for that noise. So if here, this is the crucial point, guys. Crucial, right? Let's just get this move right, and then we're winning. We're just up a piece. I mean, we could also just... Wait, no. We need to move this bishop to protect this knight, right? So it's either here or here. Here, I don't see what that does. Maybe they get this, but we take... But here, it just threatens to remove the defender of the square. So surely this is good. Just make sure there's no like forks or tactics. If here, they can do this, but we take... If here... there's nothing, right? If king up, we just take. Trust my gut. Trust my gut. Yes, it's just over, right? We take. They cannot recapture because then they get a triple fork. Right? And then we just go like here, trying to blockade the pawn, or here, hit the rook. If hit the rook, maybe rook here, defending and attacking. So maybe all the way back here. And then we just need to deal with this pawn. So if here, they cannot push it any further. We don't want them to connect the rooks. That's the only thing. So if this is too slow, we've got to connect our rooks. If here, what if this? We go like this, but then they get checkmate. Right, we're up 4 points of material, guys. I'm sure that this is winning as we are, but this looks tricky, you know. What if this, though? That looks safer. Just bringing the other rook back. Win this pawn and then we're fine. Even if they win these pawns, we're still going to trade off the rooks and win. We're just up a bishop. So here, this seems just the most solid. Blockade. Here and bang. Well, no, actually, we can't even take, can we? We've got to get the king in to actually do anything. Yeah, we're never going to win this pawn unless we actually involve the king. So maybe up, up. Get the king in. So if this, here, 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 take the queen. A little bit scary. If this, if here, 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 take that at the end. Does this move actually do anything though? Or we better trying to get the king involved? Oh, it's a bit tricky. Let's not use too much time, but I really don't want to throw it either, guys. So yeah, put me on 2 times speed maybe if I'm being slow, but just want to make sure of this one. It's supposed to be me speaking fast. So if here, get this and this in, maybe. This isn't doing anything, right? We take, they take. But then they come here. So maybe this makes me feel safer. I'm going to play that. So now they're threatening to just take the bishop. If here. In here. Should be alright, right? If this. If this, here. Takes, here. They go here. And I just bring the king and win the pawn, right? Or can they get like that and that in? No, because we always just take the pawn. If they ever... Although no, it'd be check, wouldn't it? But if they ever go like this, we just take the pawn, right? Wait, if they do this though, then we... Then what do we do? We take, they take, we get this pawn. We've given up the bishop, haven't we? What if this going after this pawn? Pivot the bishop back to a lovely square. We don't care if we give up this pawn. Do we really? What if here we still take this, and if they take us, we just take back, right? This seems nice and simple. Okay, so now we take. Bosh or Bosh? Bosh, Bosh. I'm just going to take the pawn. It's just an issue. And then we're going to have to play this because we can't let them double up like that. And hopefully trade off. So now here they're arguing they're going to get a rook in. But surely that's not going to be enough. Take. We just bring the king. So the king can come here, which is annoying. So we just get the king up, right? Like that. Bang. Not seeing the clear path to victory just yet, but we'd love to get this and then target this pawn, but we just push, but then there's checks. We push on this side. But then here, if here, just complete solidifying this whole structure. Or just slide back, protect the pawn. If here, it's just a nuisance, isn't it? Daniel, thank you for the challenge. Sorry, I'm just recording. Right, what do we do? Come on, let's not mess this up. Right, so if here, that just looks solid. What do they do? Bring the pawns, I guess. Right, we're all right. Let's not stress out. I hate these positions against bots. Right, so here we can start to bring the king, and then we should be all good. King comes here, we just check and win the pawn. So here, or this. If here they go back, we go here. They go back, we go here. Is it the end of the world? I don't think so. Hopefully they trade. Please trade. But if we're here, and then if they go there, we go there. Is that funny? I don't think that's funny. Are we still winning? We might still be alright. I don't know. I'm tilted. I'm not going to play this correctly, but let's just go here. And take this. How the hell did I just hang my bishop there? All I have to do is just hold on to the bishop and So if this, we're threatening this. Bang. Then if this, we go check and push the pawn. They get behind my pawn, yeah. So we go like this. We'd love to do that with check, wouldn't we? So if this, check, defended. If they go here, well, no, because now we can't even take this, can we? And now we get check. And then we can win this pawn. And we're still winning, right? We're still winning. Oh, I'm so annoyed at myself for that. All right, so here, or this. Here we lose this pawn, so I guess we go back with the king. If here, though, then we just start pushing this pawn. That seems simplest. So bang. Oh, they're trying to get this move in, though. So if we go here, here, this, push, right? We're not going to get mated somehow. We're just pushing these pawns. We're pushing them, guys. Come on. I'm so annoyed at myself for hanging that bishop. Like, that could have very easily just turned it into a draw or even a loss in a lot of game states. Totally hung it. So at this point, I get my mind just gets tired. How long has this video gone on for? Thank you for watching till the end, guys. I really hope you're enjoying it. Can't believe I'm finally beating Fatima after like 5 tries. So if just push, they go check, I go here. Or just this. Or this. But then takes. Or this, just defending the pawn. Then what have they got? Right? But now the king gets involved. But now our pawn structure looks good, right? Or do I even bring the king to block off their king? Might be better. But connected pawns is always good. So which is better? Here, I don't see what checks they've got. Here, I also don't see what checks they've got. So let's keep the structures together. But then if this, we block them off, right? Okay. Like Bosch. And now they're going to come try and almost mate, isn't it? Check. And now here, and if they come check us, we're escaping. If this, they go here. I like this idea. Check, we come up, we're safe. Opposition. They've always got the rook, so they can't do any dodginess with us. Oh, well, nice. Check. Make sure there's no stalemate. They've got that H8 square. They've got that G8 square. Right. They've got this square, okay? Thank you for watching, guys. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Beat the final 2000 bot. Not the time to stalemate. They've got this square. Come on, guys. Thank you all for your support. I can't believe we're getting like 20, 30, 50 subscribers some days now. It means the world. It's actually crazy to me. The numbers are starting to get to the point. Like, one of my videos has got like 30, 40,000 views now, and it's getting to the point where my mind, at least, cannot compute. I just imagine I'm speaking to you, like one person. So to think I'm speaking to like a whole auditorium, like 40,000 people, like that's absolutely nuts. But yeah, again, I appreciate all the support, guys, and like and subscribe. See you next time. Cheers. And good luck if you're trying to beat Fatima Bot.